Welcome to Season 3 of the Dank Swamp Rebellion, and happy 420. Stay tuned after the show for a new 422 rolling on.
When we're feeling low, tingling from my head to my toes, to the ocean's waves from the sky above. It fills our hearts with love. And me, icky sticky lick that ziggy weed. Lots of flits and splits be hitting weed. Mean and green and so pristine weed. Bowls and balls and silly songs weed. 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 Makes things great like Jeopardy. It healed diseases like leprosy, and makes us love the ones we hate, even our families we can tolerate. Icky sticky lick that ziggy weed. Lots of flits and splits be hitting weed. Mean and green and so pristine weed. Bowls and balls and silly songs weed. 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 Makes us hungry and kinda spaced. When you give it to monkeys, they masturbate on a plate while eating grapes, while wearing skates with a G-string and a cape. Icky sticky lick that ziggy weed. Lots of flits and splits be hitting weed. Mean and green and so pristine weed. Bowls and balls and silly songs weed. Vaping, baking all night weed. Hemp and hash and herb and tea weed. Weed. Loving that weed.
It's not called dump cake for no reason. That's a damn sure.
Right. God bless you, Mama.
I tell you what, Tyler's mom, Miss Selena, amazing woman. She cooks for the Rebellion, and for Ghost of the Coast, she makes this dump cake that is one of the best desserts I've ever had. And her boyfriend Troy Landry, who owns the the Cutoff Net Shop.
Shout out to Cutoff Net Shop.
And Troy Landry.
And letting us hang out in your yard.
So, real quick clarification, on the comeback episodes, I was a little elevated. Me and Tyler had a few drinks, and I called Troy Landry. Okay,
Yeah.
He is not the guy from Swamp People, and his last name is not Landry. His last name's Terrebonne. Okay, so don't get with Troy Landry on no kind of a net. You want to get with Troy Terrebonne of the Cutoff Net Shop.
I don't know what you would get with Troy Landry for.
No telling what you would get from the dude from Swamp People.
Yeah,
that would be scary.
I'm not sure, but I do know where to get a good net.
Shoot him, Elizabeth.
Yeah, shoot 'em. That's what you'll get.
Get your nets on over at Cutoff Net Shop, baby.
But yeah, an awesome day because it's 420, and it's the season 3 opener.
It is. It's amazing how that worked out, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
420 and open to a new season. It's like God's gift among the creation of man.
It is.
And
it's freaking awesome.
We could almost thank Ida for it.
Yeah.
Because we would have never got to season 3 as a 420 episode if we wouldn't have had
That's right. It set us off by 5 months.
Gotta look at the silver lining there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially after everyone's house was destroyed.
So today is we actually have everybody in the studio today.
We're doing it big.
We have Tyler here, of course, and we got Blake Tozan from Ghost of the Coast.
What's up, guys?
And we have Rattlesnake Dre's in here.
Treasure hunting, digging it, baby.
And then we have, of course, the newest member of the Dank Swamp Rebellion, Simone Crochet, the Bayou Anarchist. What's going on?
How y'all doing?
So a lot's been going on. You guys know how we like to do 420. We do it big.
This is the celebration.
Unfortunately, this really sucks. I'm the only one that's partaking in 420. That's how much 420 I've had. And nobody else is. So
we're doing it in our special way.
I'm a man on an island, so.
Well, if you want to keep picking on yourself like that, you're going to stay on an island.
Well, I don't want to stay on the island.
Stop beating yourself up like that.
We're all high on something here. So.
Well, that'll work.
Speaking of.
That'll work. But for some reason, I was thinking about, just different times that I've been high in my life and different things that have happened. And for some reason, I was smoking the other day, and it brought me back to a time when I was a kid. And I won a coloring contest from the Daily Comet newspaper in Thibodaux, Louisiana. All right?
I'm glad that stuck with you.
Very impressive.
So they call us up. It was like, you remember in the paper, they used to put like a little picture of a rabbit, and it had a basket and a bunch of stuff and a bunch of very tiny little segments throughout this picture, and you had to color it, and then you would send it in and you would win things, right? And it wasn't nothing major, but we thought it was cool because it was, the 90s. We didn't know any better. We didn't have all YouTube and
you
crap.
didn't color in your
about,
iPad.
Are you talking about zoo books or the
No,
highlighter books?
this was the actual paper. This was the Daily Comet. Yeah.
It was
Daily
already
Comet.
black and white, so it was easy to color.
Yeah, so they'd put one in, you'd cut it out, and then you'd mail it in.
So what'd you do so special to win this contest? I knew you didn't just color a rabbit.
So they called us, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we won. So my mom gets me all dressed up, and we drive into
Oh, you made a
Thibodaux.
fucking deal out of it.
Oh, no, not a deal. No. They wanted to take my picture because there were 3 of us, first, second, and third place. I was second place.
Damn.
All right?
Congrats, man. That's
Yeah.
Second place, first one to lose.
Hey, man. Wait till you hear what I got, though.
Okay.
So we get to the Comet, and they put us in a line. They gave us each these oversized, like massive Easter baskets. Mine had a 4-foot chocolate bunny in it. It had a bow and arrow. The kid next to me that was first place, like that little girl couldn't even hold her basket. It was so huge, so she just stood next to it in the thing for the picture.
We should get like a boat or like an 8-foot chocolate rabbit.
It was like a pirogue full of like Willy Wonka chocolate. It was crazy. It would look like the Cadbury bunny had made a poo in the pirogue.
Who put up the tax dollars for this?
Well,
wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
The
it was-
newspaper used to be a big thing.
It was a big thing. The paper was like a thing because you didn't have online news services, right? This is before Twitter and CNN and all this other crap.
There was just porn on there.
That's right. That's all it was good for. So we get in the car and we're heading home. And my mom's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time,
Hell yeah.
I have never, ever colored a picture. Even when they showed me the bunny, I didn't recognize it. I was like, I have never, ever, ever colored a picture of a bunny.
What'd you do?
His mom.
My mom colored the picture of the bunny.
What?
So you're admitting to this now.
Now,
You are such a
after all these
millennial.
years,
I gotta go because I feel not safe. now.
Participation trophy right here.
it's been bothering me for the last 30 years.
Well, I'm glad you finally came on here to spill it.
What's your mom gonna think of this, dude?
I mean, what she's gonna do?
The jig's up.
What she's gonna do? Like, it wasn't my fault that it happened.
You gotta
but-
pay that back with Cadbury interest. you
Right,
know.
and I was super naive too because I was at that point to when they called and everything. I was like, I did. oh, okay. Like, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And then when I got there and they showed me that, like, because they even made us hold our picture that we colored in the picture that they took of us. So I'm holding like this fraudulent picture of the Easter Bunny that my mom colored, and then yeah.
That's not the first time the newspaper printed some fake ass shit, though, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it
guess-
happens all the time.
I guess it might have started there though.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I'm just glad that you won something because
Yeah,
I never won anything.
Not a single thing.
The only thing that I came close to winning was, and I went to Catholic school, so they always had this dare. Well, I don't know, is that something they do in all schools? The dare. to
There's
keep-
everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
The lion and the stuff.
every year they
drugs.
would.
We used to buy weed from our dare officer in
from
junior
the
high.
lion, the dare lion directly. He'd just be hanging out in the parking lot. Here, Jimmy.
Kid.
But every year they would have this
What's
art
that?
contest for the dare thing. And like, I'm an artist, so like
Dare
I've
to
been
be
drawing for a
artsy,
long time, and
right.
I drew.
And you thought you blew it out of the water.
I did. I thought I did. I remember my mom actually gave me the idea. She found like a picture of like this family that crashed in an ambulance, and they were all bloody.
And you drew that, of course.
And I drew that, but I made like a G-rated version of it, and it was so detailed. Now, mind you,
How do you do? You
Mind you-
redrew it.
kind of, but
Okay.
it was my own thing, and I was like 8 years old
They
or
were driving
something.
into a church.
How many male members did you have in this drawing?
It was a mom and her daughter,
Oh, okay.
so they were all female.
I thought you might have taken like
But-
but I thought you might have taken the like the truck and turned it into a wiener or something like that, like you do.
No, well, I wasn't there. I
That's
wasn't
a
quite there
tendency
yet.
now.
I didn't know.
She was still.
You weren't quite at that artistic point.
Yeah, I wasn't
yet.
inspired by
This
that
was the
until
trigger
high
to get
school.
her there, though.
Yeah.
It was. But, when I see the entries that got second, and now I got that honorable mention garbage, which I used to call horrible mention because that's what I thought it said, and I felt like it suited me because I got fourth place. But all the other entries that won, it was like this boring stuff, like oh, I drew the dare line, and then I put a fleur-de-lis by it, and those
Sick.
are the entries that won.
That's
but
awesome.
because it's the parents, and you're like, oh, look how cute it is, and let's pay it up. Let's pay the elementary school, and little Jimmy will win.
Wow.
But c'est la vie. That's the closest thing I got to winning something. I did win like this cheap little butterfly catching kit from some like bull rodeo type thing one time.
You but you didn't win that. That was skill.
No, it was because it was a ticket-based thing. Like if they
Oh,
pulled
and
your
they pulled your
ticket, then
number.
pulled my number.
You really wanted that.
Oh man.
Well, I want to know too. Like, so they printed the pictures of y'all holding the coloring book stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom has that somewhere.
Did they make that into also
Unless I got.
a color thing? Because that would have been really cool.
That'd have been cool.
But
no, they weren't that awesome.
That's what I was thinking. Where's the next Grovant Daily Comet swimsuit photos at?
Coloring contest.
Speaking of Grovant, he'll be here a little bit later. As y'all saw on Instagram, we went pick him up, me and Tyler.
We
and-
finally tracked
Where
him down.
did y'all find him?
Well, he sent out a message out on the airwaves.
Like a SOS?
Well, he was letting us know that he was down to buy you, and he was fine. He was down at 4 Point, and he was telling people that if they needed shelter from Ida, that he was a survivor. He thought he was the last man on Earth. But that was about it. So
And he thought SOS was some other sausage.
Can I bounce back to the dare stuff?
yes,
So that was all worthless, right? Because Snoop Dogg just smoked a joint on stage
yeah.
for the halftime.
At a Dare concert
Yeah.
for
But that
athletes.
was
Because weed is weed.
right.
It's not drugs.
They should slack off on that shit now, right?
the Dare thing or like
no,
the weed
like,
thing?
Yeah, I don't
I
think it's a
mean,
big
the weed
deal
thing.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, right now it's legal in Louisiana for medical use.
But I
So
just saw on Facebook a couple cats got like in serious fucking trouble.
there are, but it just depends on the amount. And also, if you have a medical marijuana license in the state now, there's actually a dispensary in Houma that they'll call in your bud.
Yeah, but you have to be like close to dying.
No, not at all.
Really? They
No.
changed
We
it.
work with a couple people that have it.
It changed at the first of this year. They opened it up to even smokable forms.
You could get flour now for medical.
Yes, so
I'm
and they were
proud of
like,
you,
there were
Louisiana.
stories coming out, you know, like the state stockpiling bud from all over the country just for this release of flour.
It's like a new EP's about to drop from your favorite band, and they're getting ready to stock on it. And you can now schedule a consult with an online physician for him to be able to
do a vision. So
to give you
somebody
an
I work
assessment
with,
that way, yeah.
they had to get, so they moved here from another state that was legal.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have to get legalized in your state that you moved to. So when she moved here, she did one of those consults. It's actually a doctor I used to work with at TGMC who's doing it now. And she's like, I actually never met the guy. I've only met him on Zoom chats because like they get on there and they ask you what's going on. And so it actually works out really good. I'm glad that Louisiana's been a little more progressive with that. We're getting there, way behind the times. But
We're at least ahead of quite a few, though.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. If you want to get out of Louisiana being an oil state, that's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Real.
That's how you do it.
But
Because
you know-
potheads will ride a bike for miles and miles and miles if they're high.
Absolutely.
And never even worry about putting gas in a car.
But you know, old
be
John Bell
fit.
Edwards is still
Yeah.
against it. You know that, right?
He is.
He's such a
he-
booty.
But he's still passing them, so it is what it is. So now stand by for my friend Herb.
Sometimes we rise, sometimes we fall, sometimes we run too far just to find your back's against the wall. Then we're headed back again to play the same old games and trends we started way back when.
So, y'all want to go through some? We only do celebrity birthdays on 420.
Yeah, we
So, if y'all want to hear who's like on my list?
The same
No,
one from
no. I found out some new people.
I do, because I'd have to Google it, because I really
no,
don't know.
I got this. So, y'all feel
damn.
free to chime in on any of these that you feel like.
I want to touch on the oil field legalization thing. For
Well, go ahead
sure,
and do that
because-
now.
So, how you said, with the legalizing, helping, could possibly replace the oil field. I think that has proven not to work already in a few states that have gone fully legal. Like, I lived in Oregon. I was there year they went recreational. And as of right now, because of the amount of people, inflation, and the amount of bud they have, the state's not making any money and the price of bud has, diminished dramatically. So I don't think an industry as big as the oil field could be replaced with just that one cash crop. If that makes sense. Because it's not just what people like with oil.
See, that's
and
the
stuff.
problem. You wasn't high, so you didn't understand it was a joke.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I was like, yeah,
Wah,
I thought you were serious.
Greetings, travelers. I am Validity. We are wired into the mainframe to display these sci-fi inspired effect pedals by Retroactive. I am designed to transmit this message from our creator, the Builder.
Hi, and welcome. At Retroactive Pedal Institute, we integrate bio-digitized algorithms and sensory existentialism to facilitate an individualized sonic experience for the consumer sound architect. Break free from society's limiting mainframe and find what you are seeking in our ever-growing experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Let us support you in your journey to ultimate sonic enlightenment. Join us and secure your place in the new world of electronic pedal technology.
Visit retroactivepedals.com for more information.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Retroactive.
The horoscope astrological chart of stars.
My moon and sun rising.
They're aligned with hemp
Yeah.
by
whatever.
like 6 months.
I tell you what is cool though is that
It's 2 months.
Obviously, I smoke a lot of weed. My wife doesn't, but we're in the car coming back from wherever the hell we were the other day, and all of a sudden I see her reach into the center console, and she grabs my pipe and my grinder, and I'm like,
Going somewhere else with that.
I'm like,
Come
It
on
still
now.
turned you on the same way, though.
it actually did.
Oh, okay.
And she loads a bowl for me,
Aw.
and then hands it to me. And I looked at her with this look on my face, like, "What are you doing?" And she
Were you
goes,
being crabby or like grouchy?
No. We were just bopping along the music, just coming back. She's like, "It's 4:20," and I looked at the clock, and it was 4:20. I was like, "I got a badass old lady." That's pretty awesome.
That was really cool.
Did
It
you
was.
instantly hear the?
I did. I was like, XM, we gotta change it up. We gotta go to Bob Marley radio.
Speaking of what we got going on there?
New song.
New song.
New song.
New
yeah.
420, baby. Here
Right
we
at
go.
the end of this beautiful episode.
So what we'll do is we'll play season 1's 420, season 2's 420,
Yep.
and now season
3's
3's.
420.
Oh, it's gonna get stuck in my head.
We got a chronological track set
I think we're gonna just name this one 420 Tune.
like that, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, we're going lazy. Season 3.
Wait. Did you get lazy or did you just get higher?
No, I don't get lazy when I get high. I get more productive. I just didn't feel like naming it anything cool because I
you
put so
mean
much time into the lyrics.
You mean blazy?
Blazy. Yeah, I like that. That's going on a t-shirt.
It's smooth, right?
You gotta copyright that.
Is that like your upcoming child's middle name?
Blazy.
Blazy.
Preston Blazy Johansson.
And one of the schools around here that smokes the most weed, and I got this on good authority through a good source.
Hold on, let me guess. Gibson.
No, I'm talking about colleges around here. It's LSU. Believe it or not,
Okay.
LSU Tigers. They got the best weed.
They still smoke weed?
Oh man, they got the best weed.
They grow it there.
Yeah.
They got
did.
that high dollar weed, and then the chemistry kids steal it.
I
Did y'all
thought
know-
they moved on.
Did y'all know they have a goat hidden in the basement of their frat house?
Not just that. So on the 17th of February, everybody was sitting around and they were all high in the cafeteria, and a raccoon fell through the ceiling and started tearing stuff up. So they were all high and like, "Whoa, is that raccoon man?" Like, "Yes, raccoon man."
Algebra.
That's why people think the movie Bobby Boucher, like whatever that was, they thought that was just a
Waterboy.
documentary.
Waterboy. Yeah.
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 I mean, they're kind of not wrong,
But you can say what you want about people and coon asses and all that from the South, but I read this article about this guy in Florida. The cops showed up this week, and
Florida man.
yeah,
strikes again.
they show up and he's yelling outside of a hotel room, like a motel, and he's pouring gas all over the door, and he's yelling, "I'm gonna kill you, you child molester!" And when they asked him what he was doing, he says, "I'm gonna barbecue all the child molesters to death." So yeah, he was just trying to. Before he was smoking a cigar, and they did a toxicology test on him, whatever, and there was nothing in his system.
He was
just
on a mission.
He was just on a mission. So he didn't get to actually do it, but he was about to have some.
It's almost like, well, thank God, but almost like, man, shit.
Yeah, I wish he'd have pulled the Green Mile. He'd have been out there, "Barbecue for all, and his name is Edward Delacroix."
I guess how do you regulate that though? You like, do you know for sure all the people in this motel are child
Exactly.
molesters?
And how do
like-
you know he's in there?
Yeah.
He was beating on the door at first. That's why they call the cops.
It's a little wishy-washy.
Making a bunch of damn noise outside, pouring gas all over the place while he's smoking a cigar.
That's
Did
assault,
you
right?
hear about the Florida man that held up the Burger King with the live alligator?
Like as a
Like he-
weapon?
Yeah,
That
he
is
walked
awesome.
in. No,
He
he walked
really
in.
wanted that Whopper Jr.
He
bro.
walked in with an alligator and he's like, "Give me all the money, or I'm gonna throw this alligator at you." And they were like, "Okay, here's the money."
Here's a little bit of money we made today.
I would have did the same thing. I would have been like, cool,
Just
man,
take
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you the money, but also throw it. I want to see
Right.
this. What
I
happens.
want to know, was it like a small alligator, or did he have like a 6-foot one? Like,
Or like,
you're not gonna throw that over the
Dude, because
counter.
if you sling enough small alligators at someone, you're pretty screwed.
Oh, yeah, it's
like
done.
ninja
nunchucks
stars.
or what do you
It's
call them?
done.
Throwing stars.
or you know how like you hold up something and you have just the gun in your jacket and you just pointing it like this. Did
Right,
he
but it's an
have
alligator.
alligators in his pocket? Like just
Und ein Ende.
So the crazy thing is, the alligator guy in Florida you're talking about, that happened on February 15th. And then the raccoon fell through the roof of the LSU cafeteria. That was on the 17th. And then on the 18th, 100,000 birds at exactly 2:18 in the afternoon fell out of the sky in Mexico, just dead flight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I didn't know if that
so
was
within
Yeah.
a 3-day period, nature decided to turn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm convinced Mercury's in retrograde and
Yeah, so if
Zodiac's real.
if that remember that Netflix series Zoo, I think it was, whatever, where the animals start taking over again.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, that was it.
The one with Ben
the
Stiller?
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
A Night at the Museum.
Yeah,
Oh, that one.
that one with Hammurabi. Maybe nature's just trying to reclaim itself and say, get away.
I mean, I'd rather it do that instead of us turning on all each other, which I guess you could say is nature also.
But even if you watch something like Transformers, right? I was watching that recently, and they start talking about technology was here long before man, and
Yeah.
there's a more to your earth than you know, because inside there's another place to chill. And I'm like, whoa, bro.
Well, wasn't like the big difference between the Autobots and the Decepticons was the Decepticons believed in the true nature of technology, and the Autobots thought they should help humanity.
Correct.
Right. Like
I don't see
Catholics and
bad-
Protestants.
I don't see any good or evil there. I just see different opinions, just like the light side and the dark side.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
But once again, that
You
dark
need
side
both.
likes it real bloody.
you need both.
And the dark side's always the cooler side. The Decepticons were cooler, I'm sorry. The Sith are cooler.
Starscream,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly.
Who can compete with that?
Bumblebee.
Who can
He,
compete with
he
that?
literally competed with Starscream.
And lost.
Yeah, and he sucked.
And lost.
He
Yeah.
was a freaking Camaro.
That's one thing about
That
it.
was a jet plane.
Yeah, and what's up with
Who wins
this
that?
Bumblebee guy who's such a punk that he can't fight? He can't win without having somebody else fight with him.
Right.
Oh, like Jazz.
Yeah, yeah. Jazz was garbage. Like, dude, are you like the old 1987 Toyota Corolla of the group, bro? Like,
The Ford Festiva.
do something.
You're
do
like
something.
a smart car, man.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I guess it's good if you need to climb into like Megatron's booty. You need like a little.
Yeah, a little
little
poop
guy.
shoe. Yeah.
Oh, it's like those nanobots we were talking about that crawl inside of your body or whatever. What are you saying, Blake?
The
about
weed
that?
weevils.
The little, yeah.
Yeah, those nanobots to where they shrink down people to the size of a tiny submarine.
Tardigrades. Those are y'all seen tardigrades before? The little cool space bears. They're like the size of like a cell.
Oh, I saw those.
Yeah,
They could survive in any
in
environment.
any environment.
They
They're like
look like
cockroaches.
demons.
They
They don't-
will win. Those are the beings that win. They literally could
Wow.
survive anywhere and are happy.
Yeah, but
What a
do
worthless
they even
being.
have brains, or it's just like a organism, or does it have a brain, or
Well, it's got to have something to exist, you know, like chlorophyll. I feel.
I don't even know what those are. Be honest with you, I thought you were referring to those fish that crawl up people's pee hole when they pee.
Oh,
That's
you're talking
what-
about
No,
those
no, no.
those
I thought that was-
macromose leeches.
No,
Yeah.
the tardigrades literally look like little worm dealies, but they look like small bears at the same time, and they're so small that they survive in the vacuums of space.
Right.
That's how resilient they are. So they could survive anywhere. So these things, tardigrades, could literally exist at any point in any point's time
Wow.
or space.
evening, headed down to Grand Isle Beach. I got the trees and the wine, she's got the money and the time, and Shay's here to see what she can see. Make a pit stop at Elmer's Island, cause we can't find a reason to not. With revolution in the air, love the way you wear your hair, and I think this joint will do just fine. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll that shows that you know, that you know, that you know. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll your eyes and smile, let me know that you know that I know that you know that I know. Sitting on top of the levee, staring out over the waves, share a glass of sandy wine and we talk about good times and laughs we had along the way. We made a pit stop at Elmer's Island, cause we couldn't find a reason to not. With revolution in the air, love the way you wear your hair, and I think this joint would do just fine. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll that shows that you know, that you know, that you know. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll your eyes and smile, let me know that you know that I know that you know that I know. Connection that will help you find the place, the memories that you made, take really to the end, spend love them in your heart for the family and friends. It's every blade of grass, every moment here and past, it'll take you on a journey that's forever meant to last. It'll free a trip with money, lose all the sense of time, and if you're smoking a record, then this joint will do just fine. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll that shows that you know, that you know, that you know. My love for you grows, and the way that you roll your eyes and smile, let me know that you know, that I know, that you know, that I
know. Thank you for listening to the Dank Swamp Rebellion podcast.